Hello， 大家好，欢迎再次回到北美韭菜日记，我是九九，也是刚刚度假回来就马不停蹄的来给大家更新视频了。为了弥补这2周更新频率的下降呢，所以我决定今天来个视频3连更。注意我说的3连更可不是连续3天更新视频，而是今天1天的时间连续发布3期视频。感觉突然好像把大家的期望值提高好多，看来我有必要去学习一下期望值管理了。同时发3期视频，之前从来没有试过，感觉 YouTube 推荐算法可能都会一脸懵逼，不知道要给观众推送哪个。当然了，如果是按照我自己正常制作视频效率的话，一天发3期基本上就是不太可能实现的。今天的3期视频主要就是上周在纽约召开的 SALT Conference 大会里木头姐发言的完整版，我也是费了9牛2虎之力才找到的原版视频，看了之后觉得收获巨大，而且估计大部分朋友们也都还没看过。这次发言总体上来说，我把它划分成了3大部分。第一部分着重讨论了特斯拉，包括 ARK 的目标价，近期从底部上涨了40%多之后 ARK 的操作，自动化驾驶以及未来自动化出租车网络的可行性，木头姐对马斯克本人的评价等等。第二部分重点讨论了他对币圈的看法，包括比特币、以太币的目标价、Defi 去中心化金融服务，以及今年才大火的 NFT 项目未来的一些应用场景，要如何进行币圈的资产配置等等所有大家感兴趣的话题。第三部分则重点讨论了当下美国以及世界的宏观经济状况，投资者面对机遇与挑战应该如何做出抉择，如何通过美国人口结构变化预测长期市场走向等等。按照以上这些呢，我把完整视频剪辑成了3个单独的视频，因为我知道有一些观众可能只对某一个特定的话题感兴趣，原版视频30多分钟一起全放出来的话，大概率是会直接劝退一大批观众的。还是老样子，全程都手动添加了中文字幕，5个多小时的纯体力劳动，所以老观众们还是拜托先赞后看，月入100万。新观众们也可以在看完之后再决定要不要订阅这个频道。当中有任何不理解的地方，也可以在评论区里留言。由于这次视频比较硬核，如果你没有长期 follow 这几个话题的话，那大几率还是会有听不懂的地方的。所以针对一些讨论度比较高的问题，我也会考虑之后再单独做一期视频来解答一下。OK， 废话说的也够多了，请大家搬好小板凳，拿出纸和笔，一起进入正片。
Okay, new topic. Our other favorite topic. You know what it's going to be? Bitcoin. 5 years from now, what's it worth?
If we're right and companies continue to diversify their cash into something like Bitcoin, and institutional investors start allocating 5% of their funds towards, I'll just say Bitcoin for right now, because we did that, we framed it for Bitcoin, could be for other cryptos as well. We believe that the price will be tenfold of where it is today. So instead of 45,000, over 500,000.
If you could own Bitcoin, Ethereum, or some other crypto currency, and you could only own one, which would it be?
That is becoming a harder and harder question to answer. I think I'd default still to Bitcoin because countries are now deeming it legal tender, and we haven't even put that into our thinking. Ether, however, is seeing an explosion in developer activity thanks to NFTs and DeFi. I'm fascinated with what's going on in DeFi, which is collapsing the cost of the infrastructure for financial services in a way that I know that the traditional financial industry does not appreciate right now. So it does have to move from proof of work to proof of stake. That transition is underway and seems to be taking hold. So here's how I'll answer that question. Our confidence in Ether has gone up dramatically as we've seen the beginning of this transition from proof of work to proof of stake. We'd still probably do 60% Bitcoin, 40% Ether.
For all of that to happen, do regulators, especially U.S. regulators, need to buy into this in a major way? I would also say that we just saw it in the last week. Brian Armstrong runs Coinbase. You have a stake in Coinbase, has now gotten into a somewhat bitter feud with the SEC over how the ability to offer effectively a yield product on some of these cryptocurrencies, specifically Bitcoin, will work.
Yes. I think regulators, our working assumption from the beginning was that, and this was based on meeting with them, meeting regulators, both state and local and federal, was that no regulator wanted to be blamed from preventing the next big technology breakthrough to happen in the US. And that has proven true. Now we've got Chairman Gary Gensler. I'm really happy he understands crypto and understands the merits of Bitcoin in particular. He is a regulator, though, and he's a hardcore regulator. What Coinbase did, I mean, I was shocked when I saw Wells notice. Are you kidding? They haven't even released the product. What is this? And I think what that Wells notice is doing, it's a call out by regulators saying, we got to discuss this stuff because this is happening very quickly. And I think we are going to bring courts into the system. This happened in Canada. A company called 3iQ sued the regulator there and won in court. So they were able to issue Bitcoin ETFs and closed-end funds and Ether as well. So I am beginning to think that Coinbase doesn't mind this at all. And if you saw the stock reaction, it hardly budged, right?
Okay, a couple quickies. Do you own any NFTs?
I do not, but I gave one as a birthday present to Sig Sigalis, Chief Investment Officer at Jennison Associates. He turned 88, and he thinks it's the best present he's ever gotten. Angie Dalton, I don't know if you know her, from Sigmund Capital Growth, and I did. We split it. And his grandchildren now get to do layers of art on top of his digital art.
Do you think there's a bubble in NFTs?
Well, when I saw this original $69 million piece, I thought, okay, this has gone too far, too fast. We're now talking about the creative world. And when I heard about Async Art, I don't know if you've heard of that company. Async Art has developed a digital ecosystem where artists can put out their digital art, and then anyone can buy pixels,
right,
and change it. And so you can do layers, and the original artist gets paid. I was walking when I heard the CEO tell his story, and my smile went ear to ear because I said, this is going to be so explosive. This is how I felt when the internet first came about, like, oh man, this could be really big. Remember when everybody said, what's the internet? I had the same feeling here because, creators, they don't get paid for,
right,
every iteration. So